Now to Oamaru, where the town is preparing to officially reopen its courthouse tomorrow after years of fighting to keep its justice services. The 135-year-old courthouse was closed in December 2011 after being deemed earthquake-prone. Faced with remedial costs in the millions and inmates travelling outside the district to attend to court, the community banded together to save the historic landmark and its services. Our Otago Southland reporter Tess Brunton has the story.
The future of the courthouse looked dire when a government engineering report found strengthening it could cost upwards of $4 million. It was shut down, forcing the town's court services to be held in its opera house before being set up in a porter court in a local hotel car park. But lawyer Bill Dean says that facility wasn't big enough to cater all of its services, forcing some locals to have to travel more than an hour away to a court in Timaru or Dunedin. He says the fight to keep court services in Oamaru was a David and Goliath situation.
This is a very strong Oamaru stone building. It's using blocks of stones about the size of an armchair. I suppose initially a figure of $4 to $6 million was going to make it very difficult to retain the court. Under those numbers, it was probably going to be a case of, well, we'll just shut it down.
But instead of feeling defeated, Mr. Dean did his own research, employing an engineer to assess the courthouse, then asking for a price tag on the proposed repairs. The cost was closer to $350,000, and the assessment found the building was unlikely to collapse in an earthquake and didn't need to be closed in the first place. But Mr. Dean says it took several years for paperwork to be accepted and remedial work to be completed.
The Oamaru court's very important from my career. It's been the court that I've appeared in ever since I've been in practice. So I would hate it to have seen it, shut and just fall into disrepair.
Waitaki District Mayor Gary Kircher says the community is jubilant the courthouse will reopen and offer justice services once again. In the end, the council paid $900,000 to strengthen and refurbish the building, which Mr. Kircher says was money well spent for the district.
Absolutely has been a community effort. Everyone involved with it has helped us to get this great result. So it's just something to really be celebrated, and that's what we'll be doing when we do the opening.
Waitaki District Archives curator Chris Meach says the courthouse harks back to Oamaru's righteous early days, where more than 13% of the town's population appeared in court.
It was called a drunken metropolis and the best crime-producing district in Otago. It was also conspicuous for its want of reverence for religion.
The courthouse emerged during a prosperous time, not long after the breakwater was built, opening up a deep water harbour and a railway link connected Oamaru to Christchurch and Dunedin. It cost close to £3,000, roughly $524,000 to build, paid out of the government's coffers.
When Forrester and Lemon completed the construction of this building, I think they've left something that the town has really taken into its character. Now that we've got it back open again as a courthouse, it's a long-running function for a historic building. It's just wonderful to see that in a town that values heritage.
The courthouse will be officially opened by Justice Minister Andrew Little tomorrow morning. In Dunedin, mō te hōtaka o te ahipone, ko Tess Brunton tēnei.